Family communication patterns play a crucial role in shaping the dynamics and functioning of a family unit. These patterns can be broadly categorized into dichotomous ideas: autocratic versus democratic, controlling versus permissive, and modern versus traditional. In an autocratic communication pattern, decision-making power rests with one or a few dominant family members who dictate rules and expectations. This style is characterized by hierarchical structures and limited dialogue. On the other hand, a democratic communication pattern emphasizes open communication, collaboration, and shared decision-making among family members. The controlling communication pattern involves strict parental control over information flow and limited autonomy for children. This style is often associated with an emphasis on obedience and conformity. In contrast, the permissive communication pattern allows for more freedom and autonomy, with parents being less strict in enforcing rules and boundaries. The modern communication pattern reflects a family's adherence to contemporary values, such as individual autonomy and egalitarian relationships. In contrast, the traditional communication pattern adheres to more conventional gender roles and hierarchical structures. Understanding socio-orientation is crucial when studying family communication patterns. Socio-orientation refers to a family's values and attitudes towards conformity and individuality. There are two main orientations that families can exhibit. The first is concept orientation, which emphasizes autonomy, independence, and open dialogue within the family. In concept-oriented families, children are encouraged to express their opinions freely, and conflicts are resolved through open communication and compromise. The second is socio-orientation, which places a greater emphasis on conformity and harmony within the family. In socio-oriented families, conformity to the family's norms and values is prioritized, and individual autonomy may be limited. Conflicts are often avoided or suppressed to maintain family harmony. Within the socio-orientation category, there are four subcategories that capture different family communication patterns: consensual, protective, pluralistic, and laissez-faire. Consensual communication patterns reflect families that prioritize open dialogue and value individual opinions while still maintaining some level of hierarchy. In these families, parents encourage their children to express themselves and participate in decision-making, while still maintaining a final say in important matters. Protective communication patterns are characterized by high levels of control and limited communication. In these families, parents tend to be overprotective and controlling, limiting the autonomy and independence of their children. Communication tends to be one-way, with parents primarily functioning as decision-makers. Pluralistic communication patterns emphasize open communication and autonomy for all family members. In these families, individual opinions and autonomy are highly valued, and decision-making is a collaborative process. Conflict is seen as a natural part of family life and is addressed through open dialogue and negotiation. Lastly, laissez-faire communication patterns reflect families with minimal structure and limited communication. In these families, there is a lack of clear rules and guidelines, leading to a lack of direction and accountability. Communication tends to be sporadic and inconsistent, with minimal effort made to address conflicts or engage in meaningful dialogue. Understanding these different family communication patterns can help individuals gain insights into their own family dynamics and identify areas for improvement. By recognizing the strengths and weaknesses of their communication patterns, families can work towards fostering healthier and more effective communication that promotes understanding, collaboration, and positive relationships.